This is her here. But she was the person who they said facilitated a lot of the shit. By the way, after that nigga went to jail, she looked like she landed on her feet, huh? Oh, man. These women, they'll facilitate the shit because really they only care about the money. They don't care if nobody else is getting victimized. They facilitate this and third. When the government come in, they snitch. Or not snitch, but they cooperate, and then they just go get another guy, because, as long as their beauty hasn't faded, they're so good. Sulin Medeiros, Peter Nygaard. Okay? Let's look that up. Model talent agencies among co-conspirators named, okay? This is him and her. Okay? So, by the way, you should be able to tell. Pretty young girl, they're with this guy. Guy looks old as dirt. You know what I'm saying? And the lawsuit claimed that she trafficked women for Peter Nygaard, right? So let's look at that connection real quick. Here we go. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Which one's?
Definitely.
And so, you never been to the island with Peter Nygaard, though?
I've hung out with Peter Nygaard.
Oh, we got to get in the
I know exactly, and I never went on that island.
Yeah.
Okay, no. So for those of you that don't know who Peter Nygaard is, he pays women to shit on them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
God damn.
What?
He's a billionaire who owns a private island. Shout out to Sulin Medeiros. She's been there a lot of times.
Wasn't that his girlfriend? Like he bought a Ferrari for her and the whole nine. And
yeah, but I heard the house mother wasn't happy with her. She got that Ferrari taken. I don't know all the details. Wait, let me talk to. This is my girl.
So Sulin Medeiros got the Ferrari. She was starting to help out supposedly.
Right now. Listen, let me tell you why I like her. Because these girls out here in Hollywood really be trying to be coy about this Hollywood shit. And it's real out here. This is a different culture. It's a different environment. And that people are out here making money. Whether it's through social media, whether through spending time, whether it's flying to an island and getting shitted on. Because I tell you, the way some of my bills show up in the mail, I'll get shitted on for a good check.
You'll get shitted on, or you'll shit on?
I'll paint that shit all over my face and let you treat me like Play-Doh, motherfucker. You put shit right here, you put shit right here. I wouldn't give a fuck. What you gonna say?
So wait, have you been to the island? You say, right?
Yeah, I've hung out with Peter Nygaard a couple times.
But you ain't do no shitting.
No, I didn't do any shit.
You did some fuck.
Okay, wait, hold on. Does he like to shit on girls or like to get shit on?
He likes getting shitted on. Yes. Yeah. The reason why I know, because now you guys are like, well, something's not adding up.
I was legit just in my head thinking,
Melissa, you wouldn't let anybody shit on you? Let me set it up first. Hold on. Peter Nygaard, billionaire, flies you to a private island, has all the cocoa butter you have to rinse that off and to moisturize after he paints you with a bunch of diarrhea. Would you do it?
I can't. No. And let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. I have gotten the invite to go to that island.
Wow.
And I never, ever went. I wish somebody would try to say
$1 million.
I'm setting that up.
No, you're not.
I'm going to go with you.
$1 million.
Because
okay,
I'll be the friend that rinses the shit off.
and you get shitted on, okay?
How about this? We both get shitted on together.
Oh my
what about
God.
you, Liz? You have a price?
No, I think if you actually play your cards right, you can get paid for not doing anything. Because that was my situation with Peter. They actually reached out to me and were consistent. So when I finally went and hung out with him, I literally sat next to him at the poker table. Whatever he played, he won. He gave me some money, and that was how I got paid
but
for
most rich guys want pretty girls just to be in the room. Floyd Mayweather loves pretty girls to be around. He ain't hitting all them girls, and I think it's the perception because y'all have it so hard. You take a picture with any guy. We should take a picture.
Yeah.
We should take a picture today.
Or does he like it?
Interesting. Okay, so we get to find out the Sulin Medeiros girl is his Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, Sulin Medeiros, apparently she was friends with Jane Doe, a.k.a. Daphne Joy. Okay? This is back in 2012. Sulin Medeiros rumored to have threesomes with 50 Cent's lover, ex-lover, and boyfriend. Brazilian model Sulin Medeiros had a birthday threesome with 50 Cent's ex-girlfriend Daphne Joy and her sex tape co-star, according to rumors. Gossip claims they have a wind of a freaky story involving the three. It was a celebration of Asulin's 25th birthday in Los Angeles that ended with the three of them headed back, for some after-hour shit. We heard the three continued to party into the evening, well into the wee hours of the night after the clubs was closed. Where do you go after the clubs is closed? Sounds like a wild night, freaky time. So it's Daphne Joy has reportedly been in separate scandal of her own, claiming 50 Cent was once embroiled in beef with her. Listen, I'm gonna do a lot of connections here, Chad. Just tap in. Daphne Joy reportedly been in a separate scandal of her own with Bossip, okay? Also claiming 50 Cent was once involved in a beef with Joy's comedian boyfriend, D-Ray Davis, the star of Barbershop, okay? D-Ray threatened to blackball Joy from the modeling industry after finding out that she left him for Fifth, but backed down because the rapper reportedly told him, back off or else. Okay? So now y'all see why the Nygaard thing comes in. She's really close friend with the Ghislaine Maxwell of, by the way, chat, this is some underground sex shit going on. So Daphne Joy is really close with the Ghislaine Maxwell for Peter Nygaard. So you understand why when Diddy starts suggesting certain stuff, maybe it's not the first time she ever heard of suggestions or that some of these entertainers or moguls have proclivities to these type of lifestyles. Remember, they're only fucking with billionaires. This is billionaire shit. Okay, let's not stop there, okay? Let's not stop there. As we mentioned, her comedian ex-boyfriend. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's look at this. Back in 2011, this was a tweet supposedly aimed at, how you model for Smooth magazine if your coochie bumpy. Team D-Ray Getter. LOL, no sauce. Bodyguard that. Yo, Brittany Daly, I've been good, right? Okay. At the time, it appeared to be nothing more than a breakup jab. But in light of recent events, people are interpreting this word as an allegation of, okay. Now, that also came up when Floyd Mayweather writes Instagram caption dissing 50 Cent. Here we go.
Yo, what up, guys?
This was
jealous.
Look, Curtis, confidential informant. You're mad because your oldest son, Marquise, mother doesn't want to be with you. Your son, your own flesh, your blood, want nothing to do with you. You haven't had a hit song on the radio in God knows how long, and you definitely ain't hot enough to sell records anymore, so Interscope dropped you. You're jealous of any rapper, athlete, or entertainer that's hot or got something going on for themselves. You're a certified snitch. We got paperwork to prove it. You talk about Ja Rule, but you stole his whole style and ran with it. You're the only self-proclaimed gangster that never put in work. You need to pay homage to the real 50 Cent for stealing his name and his storyline. Your claim to fame was getting shot numerous times and living to tell it. That's gangster? Where at? You're currently living in a fucking apartment in Jersey. You're always at someone else's business just to stay relevant. You should become a blogger because it's obvious you don't have nothing going on in your life. Are you mad at Kanye West because he ended your career? The only thing you got going on is power, and everybody watches that because Ghost, such a dope-ass character on the show. You can leave the show and everybody will still watch Power. But out there in the real world, I'm the real Ghost. It's not a mansion in Connecticut that you're in debt for. That's a dump, a money pit, a oversized trap house. It was dope when Mike Tyson had it in the late 80s, early 90s, but you couldn't afford to maintain it. You're always talking about somebody's broke. But last time I checked, it was you, Curtis, that filed for bankruptcy, not Floyd Mayweather. So quick to gossip like a bitch. Well, why don't you tell everybody how you got herpes from DJ Doing the math? Where are your memes at for that? Huh? Or better yet, post on how your Coca-Cola deal wasn't really 300 million, you fucking liar. Tell how that spinning G-Unit necklace that somebody got robbed for was fake. Just remember, I was with you every day, and your driver, Bruce, was also my driver. I know where all the bones are buried, so be easy, Curtis. And by the way, I never asked to borrow no money. Don't ask to borrow no money from me. Y'all putting together these pieces? Peter Nygaard. Sulin Medeas, or whatever her name is. Daphne Joy. Daphne Joy, D. Ray Davis. D. Ray Davis, 50 Cent. 50 Cent, Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo, Puff Daddy. Y'all getting it now? Now, this gets a little bit deeper, but I don't know if y'all want to go this hard. It gets slightly even more deeper. Hold on. I don't want to lose some of y'all. Give me 1 second. You know the question I do have to 50? I wonder how he found her. Because the way how Daphne Joy been operating, she been operating as, and I hate to call her this, but she's been operating like a escort for the better of 15 years. It's interesting when 50 calls her a little sex worker when she didn't start that after 50. She was doing it before. She's linked with Peter Nygaard, who was literally sexually assaulting women and only really hiring women who were on some pay-for-play shit. She was doing threesomes with other people linked to Peter Nygaard. How did you, and by the way, did D. Ray Davis ever talk about that? D. Ray. I don't know, D. Ray about to DM me too. D. Ray. How did you find her? Because women who move in those circles only usually deal with men that like those type of things.
Hi Daphne, how you doing today?